For some reason today, I've had a problem in pronouncing the English language. Yeah. So, yesterday I made a video, and today Medium Magazine produced an article, and they're almost exactly the same thing. It was kind of funny. So I wanted to do an intro video to the video I'm getting ready to produce and show up here. And what it deals with is the way a narcissist works as far as the abuse cycle, and it's perfect in this video because it follows the same routine. The biggest thing is the article is titled "A Narcissist is Making a Bet You Won't Actually Leave Them." All right, and of course, we'll get to that. Excuse me. And so what a narcissist does is push you right to the edge of leaving them. They want you to do that, okay? Because it puts them in a superior bargaining position. By pushing you right to the edge of leaving them, just right when you get to that edge and you're getting ready to take that step to get outside their little circle and all this, then they'll holler something like, "You'll never find someone as good as me," and whatever degrading things they can say to could cause you to doubt yourself, and they know how to cause you to doubt yourself because you're dumb enough to open up to them and tell them your own self-doubts. And so it's a massive manipulating tool. And so once you get there, they holler this stuff so you doubt yourself even for a moment, and that's when they swoop in and really get you. And that's where the love bombing comes into it. Well, if you'll just stay here then, right, and they draw you right back in to make you lower your guards and your defenses and do all these things you wouldn't do normally. So, all right, and so either way around, that's where their article is, and the video I made last night, just to break it down in simple terms, is that Tara stopped having sex with me for 6 months. She stopped emotionally supporting me through emotional withdrawal or withholding, which is a form of emotional abuse. Then she gave me the impression, whether she was actually having an affair over there or not, doesn't matter. She gave me the impression she was having an affair because she wanted me to say, "I want to end this relationship." And this is proven in this video, because sit there and watch it, because she says in this video, "Oh yeah, he was bluffing about the divorce, and I called his bluff." Here she is winning, right? And she goes, "And now he's driving me crazy. He set this up and he's kicking me out." So here comes the reality of this wasn't a joke this time. She played the same hand she's played over and over and over for years, and now it actually happened. Now she's out of power. Okay, now she's out in the wind because I think she's definitely grooming her new people, but I don't know that she really had her hooks into him as much as she may have wanted to have into him. So either way around, that's the video we're getting ready to play. You can see how a narcissist works. She basically bluffed, thought she was going to have about 6 months to use the love bombing tactics and things that a narcissist does. It's all over the internet. You can read about it anywhere you want. She thought she was going to have that 6 months to grind me down, and get rid of my last barriers and then just have total control over me. And she made the mistake. She was wrong. Yep. And now she's divorced. And now yeah, well, good luck out there, honey. Come on, hit end. There we go. I have spent far too much time trying to edit these videos down to just show blurbs all the way through. So I'm just going to do this on the hard way and skip through. Looking at that video, my God. In that video, I've lost 35 pounds. All that gut, it ain't there no more, son. So let me begin this video by saying thank you, Tara McFadden, for that. I'm getting back in shape. All right. The first part of this video I'm going to start off is actually pretty simple. It's basically going to show you what goes on in all of our arguments. Sorry. Oh, I had a little bit of pain there. Welcome to old age. I always try to... Okay. It's just more and more proof of Tara's narcissistic habits. I start this argument off calm. I try to stay calm, and of course she pushes my buttons, and guess what happens? So if you guessed I blow up and start screaming, that's exactly what happens. All right, let's start this off. I'm going to walk it through each time for each thing, and we'll go from there. I'm going to end up pausing it just right after this starts because part of the problem with narcissist is emotional maturity, and you're going to see Tara start acting like a 3-year-old. So either way, let's start this off. Why does it do that? It loses focus on this window randomly, just because. Oh, I don't like you. And this is 7-6. This is we filed it on July 5th, so this is the day after we filed the divorce. So, and I almost fell. Those sandals I wear just wore out. Anyway, I wave at the camera to make sure it comes on.
Okay. I understand you're trying to avoid talking to me and things like that, but you usually kind of thing that's the first time you kind of try to do that or whatever. And
because I'm avoiding what.
See, I'm calm, and there she goes, already starting to shout. So I mean, she's just yeah. She's not avoiding problems. Let me get some backstory on this. Years ago, I told her, "Don't wear headphones in my house." Okay. And some of you may say, well, that's a stupid rule. And it's like, I don't give a flying fuck. It's my house. It's my rule. If you don't like it, there's the road. Get the fuck out of my house. Just like some people say, I don't wear shoes in my house. Or smoke in my house. Or whatever. It's my house. My rules. Don't like it. Leave.
Happened last night. I can't go through that again.
I know you can't. I know you
okay,
can't. I know why.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. As my anxiety's going up. Go ahead.
That's a 3-year-old. Her emotional maturity is stuck at 3 or 4 years old. You can't fix that. Only she can fix that. And it's of course you're never going to do that. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to play this one. She runs this false narrative. This ties into other things, but she runs this false narrative that I'm always trying to beat her up and kill her and murder her, because it's a load of horse shit. For anybody who actually knows us and has known us over a long period of time, and that's why you don't see a whole lot of really old friends on Tara's list, except the ones that just drop by to say hi and then just leave her alone because they know she's fucking nuts. So anyway, let's check out this one.
I told you not to manipulate me. Don't walk away and talk to the cat saying, don't listen to that asshole or whatever derogatory
I haven't said it, but you know what?
And this is another thing that narcissists do. They have to have the last word. Having the last word in an argument to a narcissist means they won somehow. Okay? And we made a rule a long time ago. Of course, she doesn't follow it. She never follows it. Because rules don't apply to Tara. Look at my other post about that. She basically would walk away, and I'd say, fight's over, just go away. And that's supposed to mean no one can say anything after that. And now she can do it too. Fight's over, go away. And I'd happily walk away, because I got sick of fighting with her so many years ago. But she will never do that, because she can't get the last word in to win, because that's not a win in her book or whatever. So she would walk away, she'd look at the cat and go, say something rude about me, and then try to swear, I was talking to the cat, not you. It's like, no. You're just trying to find a new way to break the rules is all you're doing. So anyway, that's what this is about.
Always do that.
I would like
You always
to go.
Okay, here's how this works.
I would like to
Here's
go.
how this you're
I would
recording?
like to go.
Make sure you're recording, because I want to.
Okay, and this is what I'm getting ready to hit her with. If you're going to walk away from this, if you're not going to follow, because our agreement said from July 3rd, 3 days ago now, that you're going to keep doing the same things you're supposed to be doing. You're not going to deviate from the activities, because if you do, you're violating the rules. Get the fuck out. So what?
Record right now.
I'm leaving.
No, start your
Don't
recording.
touch me. Don't touch me.
Leave now.
Don't touch
Get out tonight.
What?
Leave now. Get out. You're either going to follow the rules, like we said. You're not going to play these games with me, because I've set a boundary, and she doesn't want to follow it. She wants to break the rules, and she thinks she's going to get away with it. Now, this is what this is all about: is breaking the rules and getting away with it. And up to this point in our relationship, when she pulled 6 months not having sex with me, then spends the night 4 days over there Riley Roden and those people, you fucked up. I just don't care no more. You went too far. There were certain boundaries. And okay, here's what happens. There were certain boundaries I was not going to give up on. She decided to try to break them. Okay, I said, no, get the fuck out. Now she's hoping that she's got 6 more months to work me, because that's what narcissists do, they work you. She's taking that she's got 6 more months to work me by, and here we are 3 days into this. This is, I think, the second time she broke the rules. 3 days into this, she's breaking the rules again, and she thinks she's going to get away with it. And so that's what I just told her. You want to leave? Fine, you can leave, but keep going. Get out. We're done. I told you in that letter 3 days ago, if you want to do this, you're out. Right, that's what this is. Now I tell her, at one point in time, she tries to follow me inside. I was like, no, you stay out here, because I wanted that camera running right there. And I go get my phone so I can record her.
You know what? Why are you doing this?
Put your record.
Listen to her. Why are you doing this? I'm not doing jack shit, lady. I told you, follow the rules. You decide you don't want to follow the rules, and then you get mad about it. Ain't my problem. The rules don't, the rules, from this point forward, the rules applied to Tara, and that lasted 2 days.
What?
They were on
You know
video.
what? Why are you doing this?
Put your recording back on.
Okay, fine.
Put your recording back on.
Why are you doing
Actually,
this?
stand there and let me get mine.
Stand right there, let me get mine.
No,
Why are you
don't
doing
move.
this?
Don't move.
Why are you doing
Don't
this?
move.
She keeps saying, why am I doing it? I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is saying, these are the rules, you're violating them, I ain't putting up with it no more.
Why are you doing this? If I walk out that door, I gotta get the fuck out tonight?
That's
Is that
exactly
what you're
right.
saying?
If you had something to do up here, that was part of our agreement. She had to come up here and clean my litter boxes, help me take care of cats, blah, 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 I'm busy. She decided she didn't want to do it. She wanted to break the rules and push the buttons and see what she could get away with. Guess how this turns out. Go ahead. All right.
The high blood pressure, anxiety.
That's part of the
And
manipulation
you're
for
gonna sit
my
there,
house.
no.
I know. It's
Whatever.
on here. Okay, you're
Whatever.
recording. You're recording now. I'm recording too.
I'm plugging
Hang on.
my-
Stop. No.
Fine.
Okay. Stop.
All right. And this continuously goes on through this entire conversation. I was actually going to cut this video down and realize this entire video, I forget how long this damn thing is. It is, this one's 9 minutes, and the other one's at least 9 minutes. And I mean, it all comes down to, I'm going to break the rules, you're not going to do anything about it, blah, blah, blah. But either way, this is what you're doing in Munchausen stuff, you know. Oh, I've got high blood pressure and blah, 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 blah. It's all a load of horse shit, but... All right, I'm going to try to skip forward here.
Had an agreement. You're not going to do certain.
There we go. Man, I hit that almost exactly right. Here we go.
Down there, that I think it's number 4. Okay, you distract from the issue at hand. The issue at hand is we had an agreement. You're not going to do certain things, and that is deviate from our normal routine.
So in the paperwork, let me get this.
See, now she's going to try to distract. Okay, and this is very common for low IQ people to do. I see it on Facebook all the time. Right-wingers do it. Trump supporter types do it when they say, well, show me in the Constitution where it says we can't pray in school. Okay, they're trying to distract. They're trying to narrow the argument down to where, you know, don't look anywhere past this point because that makes me win. It's a low IQ argument. That's not how it works. So she's getting ready to do the same thing. Oh, show me where it says in the agreement that I can't wear headphones. And that's why I back her up and I call her on it. And I was like, that's not what it says. It says we will not deviate from our normal routine and activities, which means you don't wear them dead headphones up there. By the way, this is the first set of headphones she's had in over 2 years, given to her by Barbara. She probably coaxed her out of them, but anyway.
Straight. In the paperwork, it says I'm not going to wear earplugs to avoid your ambushing me. And
Notice how she switched that so quick. She goes, notice it says in the paperwork you're not going to do this because you...
Normal routine.
so in the paperwork, let me get this straight. In the paperwork, it says I'm not going to wear earplugs to avoid your ambushing me, and I can't sing. Is that what you're saying? I can't wear earplugs and sing. You are constantly.
Now comes distraction, more distraction. It doesn't matter what I do around here. The rules of my house are, remember, this is the argument she keeps trying to distract us from. The rules of my house are, you don't wear headphones. Doesn't matter. I don't care if I stand out there in the field and play with my pee-pee. Okay, the rules of my house are still, you don't wear headphones.
Around here wearing your earplugs and singing and shit, but I can't.
Okay, here again.
You are trying to avoid
Here again
the
is you
world.
trying to distract. This is what's called
No,
distract.
I'm asking.
This is
You
called
can do it,
no.
but I can't.
No.
Okay, that's
no.
cool.
And number 4, again, and the master manipulator, okay, the master manipulator distracts from the issue at hand and tries to make the other person guilty by distraction.
Oh, you don't do that ever. Oh.
See, again, just another distraction. She just can't help it. This is how narcissists are wired. They can't help doing these things. That's been really hard for me to understand.
Okay.
See, now you're distracting again.
Whatever.
Because what the deal was that we had in the Dear Jane letter, and it's on there too, so, you know, we're recording from 3 different directions. The decree we had, the agreement we had is you're not going to alter, you're not going to deviate from normal activities. Okay? And you coming up here wearing your little fucking headphones, playing whatever fucking song and singing your book. Hang on, stop. No, we're not done.
Now she's going to distract again. But the nice thing about this distraction is she admits to doing what's called emotional withholding, which is one of the worst forms of emotional abuse that you can commit. And she's getting ready to admit to doing it for the last 6 months. Listen.
We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Okay, let me ask you this question. You going to play this game?
I'm not
No.
playing a game.
Yes,
I'm
you
asking
are.
a question.
Yes, you are. No.
Normal behavior is I have not
Okay.
been
Okay.
talking. I've been avoiding
Normal behavior.
Okay.
Okay, normal behavior. In the last 1 year, how many times have you come up here in my house wearing your little headsets, wearing phone, singing?
a couple of times.
Which is a total lie, because the last set of headphones she has, I gave her when I bought a set off of Amazon. It was buy 2 for some discount. So I figured, oh, I'll be nice and give her a set. That lasted like 3 days when her cats chewed them to little fucking pieces out there.
No, you haven't.
Oh my. Okay, you don't remember. I can't help that.
Okay, and then again, we're talking about destruction. We're talking about you're trying to deviate. All right, here's the thing.
Pay attention now. Oh, you're trying to drive me nuts. It's like, no, I've set, you know, she run out here on this porch all the time and tell me, you're just mad because I put in boundaries and blah, blah, blah. Of course, that's a load of fucking horseshit. She used the term boundary just to fucking do whatever she wants. It's not a realistic boundary. Well, it's a realistic boundary if you want a divorce, and guess what happened? Yeah, go figure that out, right? All right, it's gonna be.
You're trying to deviate. All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just told you. If you want to play this, you're violating
any games.
Yes, you are. And you're violating our agreement. I want you out tonight. Get out.
Look at that look on her face. She just realized she's gone too far. I ain't playing no more. Your little fucking game is over. And this is the real end of our relationship right here.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just told you. If you want to play this, you're violating
any games.
Yes, you are. And you're violating our agreement. I want you out tonight. Get out.
I'm not violating anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm trying to avoid this conflict, like this conflict we're having now, like last night when you ambushed me.
She's trying to avoid the conflict, right, by pushing my buttons and breaking my rules. Notice how she forgets to mention that part.
Oh, I ambushed you, and here's the thing. Not only did I ambush you, you swore. Yeah, just stand there, okay?
I'm going to stand here.
Okay, that's fine. Because you read this document when she's doing something wrong, where you were caught saying, the dear it can't be restrained, and there's no out for you when you get, it's all your fault.
That's right. There's nothing else in that video that pertains to this subject. The subject is here. She's trying to play her manipulative games. She thought she had 6 months to really worm me down, use sex and all the love bombing and other shit that the narcissist does. And she was going to get me to lower my standard and take away the last barriers, the last boundaries I'd set on her. Because I told her years ago, if you ever cross this boundary, we're over. And she crossed that boundary, and guess what? She thought I wasn't going to do nothing. Now she thinks she has 6 months to work me and get me to drop that boundary, because that's what manipulators do. That's what narcissists do. And she made a mistake, because I'm not playing it. I started setting real boundaries, and I'm not backing down. So let's go to the next video here. I think it's this one. Let me see.
It said video length reach. Is this what it just said?
My camera kicked out. It only recorded so long. Let me get here. This is her screaming. Oh, this. You know what? I'm going to actually play this because it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. She, look at her. Look on her face. She can't believe. After all these years, I stood up to her and said, "Not playing your game no more. Get the fuck out." Because she parked up. Bad. She thought she had 6 months to just do whatever the fuck she wanted around here and push my buttons and everything else, especially saying, oh, don't you wish you could sleep with this, and tail swing and all the other shit that she would do. That's normal sexual manipulation for her. And she fucked up. So here's what she did. It gets funny. Just watch this.
It said video length reach. Is this what it just said? And that will be recording too to confirm
Okay.
that's what it just said.
I came in with these.
No,
I came in to clean the fucking litter boxes like is required of me.
That's right. It's required. That was part of our agreement. That's right. It's required of me. That's right. It is. If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay, I put these in so I could come in peace, clean the litter boxes, get the fuck out.
She forgets to, oh, I came in to do this in peace. I just forgetting to tell everybody it's one of the rules of your house not to wear these in here, which I keep repeatedly tell her that, but she totally ignores the fact that that's one of the rules of my house. She just wants to ignore it. That's a sociopath, by the way.
I do not want to have conflict. I have high blood pressure. Right now, I'm dizzy and I'm about to fucking pass out.
Okay, that's Munhausen.
I need to go. Can I go clean the litter
No, you
boxes?
can't. I just told you you need.
See, now she's trying to be like, oh, well, wait a minute. I fucked up really bad. He is going to kick me out. Let me just go, now she's going to try to work the system. Let me just go back and do what I should have done to begin with, now that you're calling me out on my bullshit, and maybe you won't kick me out. Guess how that works out for her. Go ahead. Guess.
That's
I need to
Munhausen.
go. Can I go clean the litter
No, you
boxes?
can't. I just told you need to get out tonight. We're done. You want a divorce, is that right?
You know what?
You want this to be
planned
done.
this.
No.
You planned
You
this.
planned this.
Call the police. Call the police. Tell them what terrible thing I did.
Okay.
Please, call the police. I will call
No, you. Okay, go ahead.
I will call the
Go ahead.
police.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll record you while you do it. Because this is, again, is the master manipulator, distracting,
Bullshit.
avoiding the problem and conflict she created.
And that's exactly right. This entire conflict she created by putting those headphones off. Because a normal person in this situation would tell you, well, I'm not coming to your house because I want to wear headphones, or I'm sorry, I won't wear the headphones. We wouldn't have to have a fucking 19-minute argument over this crap, But that's Tara manipulating. Tara can do whatever she wants. The rules don't apply to her. And then watch. She's supposed to be calling 911. She ain't calling nobody.
Call the police. I'm waiting on you.
Wait a minute.
Again, is the master manipulator, distracting,
Bullshit.
avoiding the problem and conflict she created. Call.
Yeah, that's her gallery. Picture gallery. All right. I'm not sure what I thought I saw on her screen.
Call the police. I'm waiting on you.
Okay.
Look at the look on her face. Because I'm pushing her out. Go ahead, call the police. See what that does for you. Because she realizes it ain't going to do a goddamn thing.
Call them.
I've got till by that paperwork, I've got till December 31st.
No, you don't.
She has to December 31st unless she violates the rules. Of course, the rules don't apply to her because she's a sociopath.
You need to read that paperwork.
Okay,
You need to read that paper
no.
again. It says the little sentence you tried to cut out of the center that says if you rediscover your sexual whatever. It says in that, okay, you have until December 31st unless you decide to do these things, and one of these things is to conduct. One of these things is to conduct yourself as normal.
Am I calling the police?
Yes, you are. I'm recording.
I am conducting myself as
No, you're
normal,
not.
as
No,
I
you're not.
was before all
No, you
this
won't.
happened.
No, you won't.
I was walking through
Okay.
here ignoring you.
Okay.
And now,
No, I was walking here ignoring you like normal. Emotional withholding. That's right. You just admitted to, emotionally abusing me. Thank you.
I please need a sheriff to come out to 1163.
All right, so let me see if I can jump forward here. I think this is it. Let's see.
Conflict like we did last night. And I was wearing earplugs so I could just come in, and I was singing a little bit because it was a cool song, and I was just going to clean the litter boxes, and now he tells me I have to get out. I have till December 31st.
That is not true.
I have until December 31st.
As long as you don't violate the rules, which
He
you just
says
did.
I violated the rules by wearing my earplugs, and now he says I have to go
Tonight.
tonight. And this, I'm I didn't violate anything. I was wearing my
In your
earbuds.
opinion.
He set me up. He is setting me up. He's been trying to do it. He started it last night. He's trying to set me up to make me leave because he's upset because he tried to bluff me with divorce threats, and I said, okay, let's go.
That's right. She, in her mind, she thinks that was a bluff about the divorce, and she said, okay, let's go. Because she thought she was going to use that to manipulate me back. She thought I was trying to manipulate her, so she decides she's going to use this until December to manipulate me back. Well, she fucked up, didn't she?
I agree with the divorce. Please leave now.
I don't have...
You have somewhere to go. I don't.
All right. He's been drinking.
All right. So, and yeah, that's where I've got another video about he's been drinking, he's got guns, he's dangerous. No, all that bullshit. So, in reality, what we're looking at here, and you just saw, Tara thought that the divorce was a bluff because she'd gotten away with doing this shit to me for 36 years. Okay? But she finally hit rock bottom. I told her there were certain things that you never do to me, and she did them. She did them because she thought she could get away with it. Guess what happened? She was wrong. It's exactly what happened. I said, here's your fucking divorce paper. Okay, let's get a divorce. Signed the paperwork, was happy to do everything. What she thought was, and she's going to have, this is in July, so she would have August, September, October, November, December to use her sex bombing and love, and jealousy and all this other shit that she pulls. She loves doing this stuff to me. Sexual manipulation, her #1 game. She thought she was going to use that to make me be okay with a sexless marriage. I've got some video on that too from the back porch. Doesn't matter. She goes, she's on the back porch the day before this or day after this, whatever. She goes, well, I was hoping you'd just find a girlfriend and we would work it out that way. So she thought she was just going to be able to stay here, stop having sex with me, still have her name on this fucking property. I could just go try to find someone else to fuck, and she would get this property in the end. Guess how that worked out. Yeah. So she thought she was going to use those 5 months to sexually manipulate me, to get me to get rid of those last barriers. She made the damn mistake, because I'm telling you right now, the moment she demanded, basically, by action, she's knowingly, willingly, intentionally, I've got text messages that's all over the place over there. She knowingly, willingly, and intentionally stopped having sex with me for 6 months. I told her one thing you should never do. That's the one thing she did. Guess what happened? She thought it was a bluff. She was wrong. Then she comes up here and pulls this. Oh, I'll wear headphones because I can get away with it. What's he going to do? Well, now we see exactly what I did. By the way, she was out 3 days after this. She was gone. No more joking. No more bullshit. So that is a narcissistic work. She was thinking sociopathic narcissist, really.